I eat a peanut butter. Fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is by the hour and I need 100. I seen your ship and see her sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beam and bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold if God calls.
We're back. We are back, in the weather in Bladen County, North Carolina, is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. There is an excessive heat warning in the southeastern North Carolina. Precipitation is 3%. Humidity is 85%. The wind is 7 miles per hour. That's the weather in Bladen County, North Carolina. Stop interrupting my goddamn weather. That's like 4 weathers. You think I forgot, but I remember. It's been like 4 weathers in a row that you've just straight up started talking in the middle. What the fuck are you watching over there?
Hold on.
No, we are recording. We are live.
I'm watching.
2% is sitting here watching.
The audio from my laptop is still on. I forgot to cut it off.
Cut that shit off.
And it was playing a Burger King commercial. It was like the Whopper is doing this.
Can y'all turn up podcast volume? God damn it, this was an issue last time.
No.
Yeah, we're low. Hey, Charlie. We're low.
Blackhawk 801. Charlie, hello. Wait. Blackhawk 801. Wait a second. Okay, McKay. Hello, McKay. Seems like it's low. Let me fuck with it again. Hold on. God damn it. I'm gone for 2 weeks, and I got to come back and fuck with this audio.
Oh, my gosh. It's all your fault, though, Charles.
Well, I mean, like, it's like a car. If you leave it sitting, it's just not going to end well.
Right.
Why'd you say right like that? You're, like, very aggressive. Like, right!
I'm just going to shut the fuck up now.
No, it's okay. I still love you. Kinda.
Oh.
My God. Jesus.
That's kind of loud.
I could hear my thoughts.
Nothing.
Right?
It's
White
cricket-
noise.
Crickets.
White noise. Okay, so Twitch is working for me.
Is it?
Everything else is not working for me.
Is that any better? It's louder for us.
Yeah. God, it's fucking loud. Can you guys hear us? I hope so.
It doesn't look like the bar is any different over there. I don't understand. So when we started streaming on OBS, it's the same. The bar that I have it set on is like as far over as I can make it. Hold on, let me. Audio, advanced audio properties. This is Mic Aux 4.
Mike Hawks.
Mic Hawks. It's at 150. Crank that shit.
Oh, okay. So I have the Urban Dictionary word of the day pulled up on my phone, Amanda, if you want to read it.
Do you want me to read it from your phone?
I do want you to read it from my phone. I
Okay.
think you'll have a great time
Hello,
with that.
hello. No, it's not. The bar isn't going any different.
Can
Why read
anybody-
any of these? Hold on. Let's not do the stuff yet until we get the audio figured out.
Well, you already did the weather.
Well, I didn't know the audio was
I
fucked
feel
up.
like they're
I'll
just
reread the-
bluffing. If we can fucking hear each other. Like,
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
They're bluffing, says Amanda. She's like, they're fucking lying to me. I know what a good audio
Super
sounds
low
like.
Oh my God,
Well, I
I'm
know-
not fucking reading this.
I know when I go back to the YouTube, because the YouTube's been really low the last few episodes.
Oh, really? The
Yeah.
YouTube's low too? Fuck.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If they hear us wrong, it's
Damn.
not what we think.
Well,
Oh, look at that, son. We got fucking. Wait, is this Twitch twice? Fuck.
damn, son. These bitches want some.
I had Twitch open twice. That's why it wasn't fucking coming up.
My God.
All right, here we go. All right. We might have. Damn, we should have really set up beforehand, huh? Like, we're over here.
We
We're
should've.
professionals, you
Yeah.
know. We're getting this all set up live for y'all's entertainment. Oh, shit. I just lost audio in this ear.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, we're falling apart.
Get up.
Oh, like, stand up? Hold on.
Oh my God.
Don't drop the Buddhas. How do we look? Where's OBS at?
Are we good?
Find out.
Hello.
Not much is gonna be different.
Wow.
I just was moving it.
We are still kind of low though. Like I'm barely making it like to the top of the green bar, and it's just getting lower the more I talk. Do you see that? Like you see where the audio's at right there, right?
Yeah. So where's yours at?
So we're all on the same
Oh,
channel
right
on
there.
here, and he's working on it right now. Honestly, man, I don't know what it is. This system is like fucking.
Copenhagen just said the audio is fine.
The audio's fine.
Yeah. That's what he said.
Oh, that is what he
But
said.
I don't know if we should trust
That's
him.
what she said.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Anyways, that's the Urban Dictionary word of the day that you have to read.
Yeah, well, your phone's locked, so I can't.
Oh no, I
unlock
got
it.
you. I'm sorry. Let me do that for you. There you go. Right there.
Okay.
Wait. Do you want her to read it right now?
Is that a gender joke?
Compared to the other streams, y'all be quiet.
Copenhagen was just like, Creighton looks like he needs to register his address with local authorities.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, we didn't even mean to do it, but we have a very red theme going on here.
Yeah, we do.
Oh my gosh.
Like you're red, I'm red. It's we're in the middle
The
of a
color
heat
of
wave.
the blood in my mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always red, so it doesn't matter.
Why is
That's
it so
my
much,
secret cap. I'm
It's so
always
much
red.
louder for us.
than it is for them. Yeah.
But the annoying thing is that the bar is not very, like.
the bar just barely moves.
Yeah.
Honestly, we should just go back to the Zoom mic.
Hello. Yeah. So if I pull it down, it still goes down. I don't understand. And the thing is, when we started this, the line was like over here, and we were hitting red, and like we've had to gradually grow it ever since. It's like these mics have evolved, and now they have reached their limit, and we are just getting quieter and quieter.
Maybe they're just like mics that. I mean, because we've had this for 2 years now. We've had these for a while.
It's been a minute. Yeah, we've had them for a long time.
Maybe it's just one of those things where they just wear out over time. Like if we get
True.
new mics, maybe it'll sound better.
Y'all be
Maybe.
talking too much on them.
Well, I mean, you got to think at one point we were doing this like 4 days a week.
Right.
With
Yeah,
these.
4 or 5 days.
Yeah, with these. And I mean, like granted, like I know that's not crazy, but I mean that wear and tear is a thing, you know.
Yeah. I get it.
And it's not like we're doing anything wild. I mean, we were just talking to them like this, you
Mhm.
know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't think that's true though, 'cause one of these is new. Like one of these are like brand new.
What? One of what?
The mics, 'cause we didn't have 4 in the beginning. Remember, we only had 2.
Well, nah. I mean, it was not very long that it took me to get a 4th one. It was like a month, maybe, or 2.
Mm.
So I mean, it's not like one's not brand new. One's a month younger
Yeah.
than the rest.
Anyways, welcome to
Okay.
the Search Soft Podcast.
Yes.
Amanda, the Urban Dictionary word of the day.
All right. The urban dictionary word of the day is bisexual manicure.
Manicure?
Yeah. Do we know what a bisexual manicure is?
Yeah, do you guess, Charlie?
I don't want to guess.
Well, I already know 'cause I had
Yeah.
to read it.
Well,
It's a manicure that a goat gives you.
Oh, see, I was gonna guess a mouth thing.
yeah.
like-
What's a bisexual manicure? I'm not guessing for
A
real.
bisexual manicure is a manicure consisting of long nails on one hand and short on the other. For an example, why are your
We
nails?
need one.
Why are your nails long on one hand and short on the other? It's a bisexual manicure. One for the D, one for the V.
Okay.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
You can't believe?
Yeah, I knew that.
I have never even sort of
Oh
heard
my
of that.
God.
Wait, for real? You heard
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Man, one.
Yeah.
One for the B and one for the D.
I am.
I mean, I get it.
That yeah. No, I mean that makes sure that now with that context, I understand now.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, where's the mouth cam? Listen, man. They're in the garage. They're not very clean. Like you say it as a joke. I actually do have cameras that will do that. I have the spy cameras.
They'll
Like,
do
I,
Oh,
what
yeah.
with
I
your
have, like-
mouth now?
I have cameras that like are like spy cameras with like 40 foot of metal cable that you
Oh.
can like remote control and like put through like a vent system and everything. Is that your mom?
Are you watching? Oh, okay. All right. Bye. Love you.
Is that your mom?
Yeah, I would hold her up, but then we had to like fuck with the mics, and I didn't want to kill Amanda's ears by like if I held her up and like had some kind of feedback.
40-foot internal cam. Yeah, I would have just put you guys all through
Sorry.
my intestines
Ew.
little by little. Nah, but I could. It's just not clean. Like we've been using them for fucking like walls and shit. So like,
Or I meant
Yeah,
his
you'd be
mouth.
breathing.
I'm
in
not trying.
plaster
Yeah,
and
I'm not
shit.
trying to put that shit in my mouth.
Your mouth isn't clean.
Talk about going pro.
Who said it was a joke? I didn't say it was a joke. I just
Wow.
can't do it right now. It's gross.
You
Otherwise,
can't
I
deep
would.
throat it.
What?
Can you deep throat the camera?
I'm pretty sure anyone could. It's like 4 millimeters wide.
Oh, okay.
It's very tiny.
Are you gonna gag?
Are you?
I don't think I would.
There's a lot more of you to explore than me. We could actually maybe send the whole 40 feet down.
Balls and shit is that what they call it these days?
Yeah. You literally said I was joking. No, I said I was joking. I didn't think you were
I
joking.
mean, we could go the other way if you're worried about
Intestinal walls? For the greater good, can Creighton put on a shirt? See, so here's the thing. I agree with you, Copenhagen. Creighton is hot and doesn't want to.
Yeah,
It's hot
it's
as
moist.
hell.
It's been a hot day here
Yeah,
in
we're
old
g-
SC.
my laptop says we're in the middle of a heat wave.
Oh, yeah, it says the same thing on my computer. Everything's
Yeah.
like it's so fucking.
Everything's like it's fucking hot. Did you know it's fucking hot? And we're like,
Yeah.
Hot. Why are we recording a podcast? Said my computer.
Yeah, look, me through my sweaty eyes that have sweat running in them. I'm like, no, I had no idea it was
Is he
hot.
shirtless? He's not shirtless. He's yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
He's,
No, I
he
am
is.
shirtless.
he's
I mean,
wearing a jacket
It's hard to tell
over the shirt.
because
where
I
a
have
shirt
such
would
a
be.
smooth chest. It looks almost shirt-like.
No, it doesn't. I wouldn't say that's what's happening.
I have a shirt-like chest. That's what I should put in my Tinder bio. I have a shirt-like chest.
Charles, where's been the the
what?
the tool picture? What are you saying to present? Also, Charles, where's been the tool pictures? I
I
wish.
just had a stroke.
I don't know.
What are you asking?
Yeah,
2%. I am confuzzled.
we all had.
He needs to be professional. I
Your
agree.
mom.
Your mom's mad at you.
look. We've all been having a rough week. Okay, if I
Very.
decide to go without a shirt, I feel like that's what it is.
You feel like it's justified?
Yeah.
2%. I've been recovering from surgery. I haven't been in the gym. What do you want from me? I haven't been able to. I just walked around the fucking circle I live on and felt like a goddamn champion accomplishing that.
Yeah.
It's the
He
first-
like did the
that's the-
circle and jumped up and down. I was like, oh my god.
I didn't jump up and down. I got back and was like, like breathing heavy. I was like so excited just to have made it around the circle.
Yeah,
I have not moved
look,
for like 10 days.
You know, Charlie's one of those people who says he goes to the gym, and then like he posts like 1 or 2 pictures and then just never goes.
Is that
Like
right?
he goes like once or twice. He doesn't drink a lot of water, so that way his muscles look bigger. And then like he puts on baby oil,
First
takes
of
some
all,
pictures.
First of all, you
and
drink
then,
more
like,
water.
leaves.
You drink more water to make your muscles look bigger.
Whatever they say, Charlie. Whatever they tell you. Basically, he's a phony.
2%. I'm putting you in charge. 2%. At the infam at the fucking Shirts Off meet and greet, you have to make me and Creighton and other people do a push-up contest, and we are going to prove once and for all how unhealthy this fucking piece of shit is.
I'm
that
in charge.
that talks all this shit. Yeah, you're in you're just gonna count. You're gonna count. You're gonna have a stopwatch or something. I'll give it to you. I'll give you one.
How much baby oil do we need for the push-up contest?
It's not that kind of push-up contest. No one can make me do push-ups. I'm glad you were better, Charlie. Thank you, Kimberly. I am also so much happier than
Look, me and my mom were talking earlier on the phone, and then I just lost service, and she never called me back. She just was like, yeah, he's fucking dead anyways. Time to move on with
He
my
did.
paddle boarding and all that.
It's like when you slept over at a friend's house as a kid and see your friend's dad in a state of undress. Yeah, that's what Creighton's. Yeah. It's been like over a month, to be fair. Well, Charles was hotter, but I guess he's back to flab. Wait, been like over a month because I had the first surgery. I have not exercised much in between the first surgery and the
Well-
second surgery. I might have had like 3 or 4 days where I was kind of back, just trying to go running and lift a little bit, but like I didn't have a lot of recovery time in between the first surgery and the second one to really get back
And-
up to anything.
And Gunnar had his baby too.
And Gunnar had his baby. My gym partner, the guy I go to the gym with all the time, he had a kid. I had 2 surgeries. It's been a weird like 6 weeks
Yeah.
of just not. I've been eating as healthy as I can.
Babies being born, surgeries being done, people
Yeah.
dropping dead. Like,
Yeah,
it's been a wild.
It's been a crazy. People going to fucking Ohio.
Yeah. No, Amanda had the worst of it.
It's been a rough month.
God. And it just started.
God, it just been a crazy week, hasn't it been, Tim? Captain, it's Wednesday. Creighton, you see the command. Don't act like you don't.
What? Oh. I didn't see it.
Oh.
Oh, where is it?
It's over here. I moved it here.
Oh, is it over there? Bring it forth.
I'm not paddleboarding anymore, by the way. Alligator? Are there alligators?
She ran into an alligator and she got scared and she doesn't want paddleboarding anymore.
What? How big was it? Was it a big alligator?
Apparently, it was like 4 feet long.
That's big enough to be scary.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. You should. I'm gonna let her tell you the story.
You should only go paddleboarding if like me and Creighton are there, 'cause me and Creighton will just fucking tackle that thing like the crocodile hunter. And
Dude,
fuck it
I've
up.
always wanted to get on the back of an alligator and do that thing that they do whenever they on them
It
live
is
action shows. Where
so
they
much harder than it looks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is, but it looks so fun too.
Is this a call for help?
The thing is, all you have to do is get it
The turmeric market is at an all-time low. You know, you
yeah,
say that.
Charlie was buying.
You guys made a lot of fun of me whenever I first brought up turmeric and how good it is, and I went a long time without really using it much. The last 3 months, I have eaten more turmeric than the rest of my life combined. Every one of these things
Oh god,
of
here
rice
he
that I
goes.
make has a fucking 2 spoons of turmeric mixed in.
2 spoons.
A ton of
That
turmeric, just an
seems like
absurd amount.
too
What
much.
the fuck?
Well, it's because of the inflammation that I've had in my mouth and shit, and turmeric's really good for inflammation, and it helped. Dude, you saw me. I barely was swollen after 2 days of either surgery.
Yeah.
A lot of the
I've
swelling went down
16
very
cameras.
fast. I
I'm
got
gonna
$50
tilt that
on the
down so-
alligator.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good. That's
For
fine.
Copenhagen.
No,
If I'm fighting it or if
see,
Creighton's
my
fighting
my
it.
thing pops up. See, I'm trying to get it to fix.
Copenhagen. Hold on. Let's set this death battle
Alright,
up
there
real
you go.
fast. Okay.
Wait, do we get weapons?
It's a
Or no?
5-foot alligator, and we get a roll of electrical tape.
I think I could do it as long as I can get on top of it. I think I'm good. If
I don't think
if
so.
it gets
5 foot. Hold on. Let me explain. 5-foot alligator. It weighs.
He's not fast enough.
It weighs.
I don't have to be faster than the alligator.
It weighs 110 pounds.
Because it's gonna come after me.
Okay.
You say
I
that.
mean,
You're a big guy.
Yeah.
An alligator is a fucking dinosaur, Charlie. Well, I mean, I've wrestled alligators. It's not that hard. I mean, they're not that
What?
strong.
What? When have you wrestled alligators?
In Florida, you can go and do it. I mean, it's not that crazy. They put you in a room. They're sign a consent form. So if you get bit, we're not in trouble. And I mean, you just it's like what you said. You just jump on the back. Now, granted, it was in a fucking room this
It
big.
was a controlled atmosphere.
It was a sort of controlled environment, but they're not unreal strong until they're 8 foot. When they're our size, it's a lot like a person in terms of how
strength.
weight fights weight. You know,
Yeah.
if a 150-pound guy and a 200-pound guy are both relatively fit, the 200-pound guy is going to win because he weighs more. That's just how it is. When your level playing field is that you're both athletic, weight usually trumps on lower weight. So if you're fighting, Charlie, you're 120. I'm 170 pounds. Creighton's the big boy. Creighton could probably if he was not what's the word, clumsy and shit, he could probably sit on the back of 150-pound alligator. And if he had a roll of electrical tape, he'd be good. He could just fucking get that thing wrapped up. I mean, there's a reason. Don't get me wrong. There's always stupid situations where people think they're badasses and just try and fucking lasso an alligator. But if you can get up on top of its back and if it's small enough. So you wrestled a captive alligator. That's like saying wrestling with a golden retriever is the same as wrestling a wolf.
I
well,
mean,
it
look,
was
he's
it
not
was
wrong.
it was captive. It was it was an alligator that lived in the Everglades that would come and feed at this place. So they would feed wild alligators.
When were you in Florida doing this?
This was 6. I was 20. I was 19 or 20. 6 years ago. I went with my grandma, my grandfather. We had a family thing down there. We have relatives in Florida.
I don't know if I believe it.
My nana, her half sister and their family lived there.
Hmm.
Or lived there. Now they live here.
You two come wrestle the alligator on the paddle boards.
If it's 4 foot long, yeah, I'll wrestle that alligator.
Look,
I'll fuck a 4 foot
when-
alligator up. That's like a big iguana.
When I went to the beach,
a 4 foot alligator is not that big.
when I went to the beach this last time, they've
Okay,
redone
2%.
their whole underside of their house. They've built it around these these boards that they paddle on.
Your mom?
Yeah, so they've got a pulley and winch system
Hell yeah.
put into the ceiling, and they raise and lower the boards on. I was like, wow.
That's what
It's
me and Mike are
impressive.
thinking about doing with the motorcycle chassis thing.
Is it not? Did you guys not mount it? What'd you guys do with it?
It doesn't mount. It's on wheels.
Oh, okay.
It rolls around. But we're
Yeah.
thinking about storing. The way we'll store it is I was like, let's just install a second winch. and we'll just fucking winch it up to the ceiling. And like whenever we need to use the winches, we just lower it and roll it around.
That'd be cool. Like
It
put
was
it
at
in
a
the
place-
second bay.
It was at a place that solicited money to wrestling an alligator. That motherfucker was captive, and the fucking that motherfucker was captive, and
the fucking Unabomber.
Oh, what?
He's saying the alligator was also the Unabomber. Which I don't
Okay.
know how that's relevant, but you know. As. Oh, motherfucker was captured as the fucking you need some work, Copenhagen. You're a little rusty. It's okay.
It's been a couple weeks. We're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
trying.
We're all trying to get back
We're all
on our
getting back.
feet.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a rough one. Amanda went to Ohio, like, you know.
Yeah.
She
She's
had
really
like the worst
struggling.
of it. Like, look at her. She's just
She's
look at
messed
I'm
up.
busted up.
She's not even here physically.
am
You know what I mean? This
busted
is all
up.
on a Zoom call.
Yep.
She's still in
I'm
Ohio.
not in the same room. I sound weird. I'm
Finally
still
not in
kinda-
the same room.
Yeah. Could you imagine though?
If we
Like
were not in
had
the same
no,
room.
we had to do like a Zoom podcast. I'd be like, hey
Ah.
guys.
No, I
I would
would
hate
hate
that.
it. Yeah, 'cause
As
like,
in the Unabomber is captive in a prison. Fuck you, Creighton.
like you like, look, this is all I'm gonna say, okay? Like Copenhagen, first of all, what you said didn't work. Third of all, like I have to be in the room with Charlie whenever we do a podcast because seeing him get angry, like you can feel the room get warmer because his body like starts to heat up.
Yeah.
Like kind of like when what's that place Chernobyl like exploded
Chernobyl.
whatever. Whenever it like
You pronounced it wrong. Don't say whatever.
Holy fuck.
whenever, but you knew what I was talking about. Whenever it went nuclear, it's like Trey, like you can feel the temperature rising, and you're all a little bit nervous about what the fallout's gonna be, but you're pretty sure everything's gonna be alright.
What would I would have done in the
Everything
same
was
room,
so
though?
not all right with Chernobyl. No one felt like it was going to be okay for very long. That was a terrible analogy. You're back to your normal self.
It
Warm up
only
is
took,
over.
Yeah, it literally only took
You're still
20
a moron.
minutes.
Copenhagen, no. I want so much more.
Ah.
I hate you, Creighton.
Anyways,
I'm so.
I had a fun week last week 'cause we didn't do anything, and I just like after like my grandma's funeral and stuff, like things felt like I had this weight lifted off. I was just vibing. I got caught up on a lot of like stuff around the yard and like stuff with my vehicles, and then like I turn around and Amanda's just not like having a good time, and Charlie almost fucking dies in surgery or whatever, and I was like, man, like they really are having like a rough week.
Listen, man.
It was rough.
Are we talking about the surgery?
Well, can I tell my part of it first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I took Charlie to surgery on Friday. What? What?
Copenhagen.
What did Copenhagen say? Weight lifted off was great in the baller. See, there you
I'm
go.
sorry.
Wait, yeah, there you go.
That was good.
I don't think that's how you spell. I thought it was P-A-W.
You met a girl and ignored me during our family dinner.
Oh.
Well, no, but that was different.
Wait a second.
What?
I want to know about this.
No, wait. Let me tell my story first.
Okay, we'll tell this story.
So, I took Charlie to surgery.
Wait, no, tell me the girl story.
Why do you want to know the girl surgery?
Because it's separate.
But nothing happened.
Okay.
Like I talked
Your
to
mom
her.
seems to think
I
otherwise.
got like her information, and then she never like added me back, so it was fine. I just had a good conversation.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, so we
It just
go in for
nothing ever
surgery.
happened with it.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
Like,
yeah.
The day is June 3rd,
Holy
Yes.
fuck.
10
So-
days ago.
So
That
we went in.
shit.
We went in surgery, and like I thought it was gonna be a lot longer, but the lobby was really nice. So I was just sitting out there, and like the receptionist lady was really cute. And we were just kind of talking.
Contain yourself, Copenhagen.
no restaurants in this lobby.
Anyway,
was a-
Lost
anyway,
using the
anyway.
restroom.
Charlie goes in the back, and like there was a good little bit where it's just me and him in the lobby. And I was like, "So man, are you nervous?" And he's like, "Kind of." Like, what if I don't wake up?
I've never been put under before, or I had never been put under before, and that's what I was the most scared of.
Yeah.
So hold on, we're gonna tell this kind of back and
so
forth.
fun
Yeah.
if I was fucking
Well,
there.
and I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
"What do you want me to do if you die?" And he was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Well, can I just do you want me to take your body to your house and just leave it there?" Like,
I was like, that's not. They're not just gonna give you a body, Creighton. That's not how that's gonna go.
I didn't know what to do
He
because like
said, "Just take it."
how awkward would that be if they come out there and get me and they're like, yeah, he didn't wake up, and I'm like, well, damn, what do I do? Like,
Where do
now
we
I
go
gotta
from
ride.
here?
Now I gotta ride back by myself. Like,
So they come and get me, and I leave Creighton in the lobby, and they take me to the room. And these sneaky motherfuckers. So first off,
it was a nice lobby too, by the way.
Okay,
I just
you
wanted to
said
talk
that
about
already. You said that already.
The light fixtures were amazing. Anyways, go ahead.
the light fixtures were amazing. The couch was super comfortable. Both sets of chairs are amazing. There's a cool table. The theme is amazing. It
The
really
ol-
is weirdly
yeah.
an amazing lobby.
The
I'm not gonna sit here and act like it wasn't.
The
It
crazy-
might have been the coolest lobby to anything I've ever been at.
crazy
anyway.
thing was they didn't have any good channels on. They had Home Improvement TV. Like it was a letdown. I'm like, what the fuck? How you gonna have an amazing lobby like that and then not bring it home with something good on TV?
Shitty, Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
At least have HBO.
Shut up. Shut up, Creighton. So I leave him. I go back into the room for the pre-op, and I lay in this chair. The second I lay in this chair, where there were one nurse, 4 show up, and I was like, "There's too many of you."
Did they start singing? Did it turn into a musical number?
I fucking wish. They fucking start hooking me up to all this shit. They get the IV rolled out there. They open up a door that has like 9 machines in it. I was like, this is turning into Scare Me really quick. But I say that. I wasn't really that too afraid. I was like, whoa, a lot's happening all at once. And they were very cool and very comforting. And one of them was like, what kind of music you want to listen to?
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking 90s hip hop and rap. And they were like, you fucking got it, because they were all
yeah.
cool. One of them, this lady, if you fucking hear me, know that you're a gangster. She walks in. It's in the middle of Biggie rapping, and she goes, "Man, I was listening to this yesterday morning when I was riding my horse." And I was like, "What the fuck? You ride horses and listen to hip hop? Aren't we? Why aren't we married now? Why haven't I? Can I propose on the fucking in the surgical environment?"
That's pretty gay.
I was like, this is you're so interesting immediately after meeting you that you've already checked like 9 boxes. You're welcome from Moana. Got stuck in my head yesterday, and it made me think of you, Charlie. Thank you, Lisa. Now it's gonna be stuck in my head.
Me and you remember we had this conversation. Don't date a horse girl, Charlie. You're better than
Anyway, so
go
they're
on.
sitting there. The nurses are all doing their thing. They're taking my blood pressure. They're putting the fucking thing
They
on
were
my finger
hot
that does.
Copenhagen. Everybody in there
Everywhere,
was hot.
everyone there's hot. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it
It's
was
like I've never
fantastic.
seen.
They
more,
looked almost better than the lobby.
I've never seen a more beautiful cast of dental people. It was amazing.
It's like one of the requirements. Like you can't work here at least.
You got to be like at least a
8.
7.8. Yeah, you got to be like up there. Anyway.
Even the doctor was hot.
Yeah,
like,
Pirelli. He's so fucking gorgeous. I was like, dude, why are you so handsome?
My doctor was hot for sure.
So he walks in.
Hot
he's
for doctor.
So Pirelli walks in. He's the surgeon. He's like, my man, every time. Every time he walks in, he goes, my
Do you
man.
do finger guns?
Yes, he does.
Oh!
He goes, my man. He's the best. He walks. He's like, my man. Been to any poker games? And I was like, well, I work. It was that one the other night I played. Like, this guy's a champ. You know how usually in movies they're like, okay, we're gonna administer
put you
the
under now,
anesthesia.
yeah.
Count back from 10. They didn't warn me a shit. They put that shit in my arm, and he
Yeah.
was like, so, how was the game Sunday? And I was like, oh, well, I played for a little bit, and I made and then I woke up in Creighton's car. Like, I mean, it was like, boom.
wow.
It was so funny.
That's the
'Cause, like,
swagger of a man who has fuck you money. Yeah, he really does.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure he does.
Oh yeah.
As much money as I've paid him in 6 weeks, and how booked he is, there's no way he's not fucking loaded.
Look, let me tell it from my perspective now, because I'm out there, I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
I had taken in the lobby, and at that point, I was like, man, like, would it be like unethical for me to like lay down on this couch and take a nap?
Oh my
Unethical.
god.
And so I was really contemplating it, and before I can even put my feet up, he had only been back for like 20 minutes. They come in and they're like, he's ready, and I'm like, fuck, I can't nap now. Anyways, I get up and they're
You
like,
son of a bitch.
do you want to come to the back and see him? I was like,
Fuck yeah, Creighton was. I know you did. Creighton was more excited about this surgery than I was. He was like calling me every other day, like, "Hey, we're still on for the surgery, right?"
So I go back there, and he's laying in this chair. And
Was
you
I
could
awake
tell-
yet?
Yeah, you had like either you woke up when I walked in, or you had just woke up, because like you sit up and you're like, "Hey man," and I was like,
Zero, by the way, zero recollection.
"No
of this.
recollection."
I have no memory of Creighton being in the building with me after the
Wow.
surgery.
And I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" He was like, "Man, I'm fucking great." I'm like, what?
Well,
Like,
keep telling your story until we're in the car. I'm gonna go back and tell them what I remember.
okay. And so she was like, "Will you pull the car around to the back, and then we can load him up?" And I was like, "Sure." So pull the car around. I go in, and like she starts going over all this stuff with me, and she's like, "Okay, like you can't leave him alone until like, God, like for 24 hours or something like that. This is when he has to eat."
Wow. You left me alone very soon after
No, I
the
didn't.
24.
I
You
stayed
didn't
with
stay
you.
for 24 hours.
Yeah, 'cause Mike was here. Mike said I got it.
I didn't see Mike for 2 days. That motherfucker ain't going up and down stairs.
Wow. Well, then my bad.
Oh
I would have
my
brought
God.
you
You
with
know
me.
better than that. He hasn't seen my room since I moved up there.
Oh
My bad. I
God.
should have just took you with me to King Street. Like,
That
loaded
wouldn't have
you
been
up.
better.
Anyways,
Anyway.
like, I mean, I had shit to do. I had a funeral to go to. Like,
yeah,
what
no,
do
I
you expect
understand.
from
No, I
me?
understand.
Anyways, so like, she's got like this list, and it's right here actually of all the shit that like he had to do. And she's like, "Here's his syringe. Here's his little bag with his shirt in it." And I hand him the bag, and he looks down. And he goes, "Oh, there's a shirt in here." Like, he's talking with that shit in his mouth. He's like, "There's a shirt in here." And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I love this."
That shirt, look, that shirt is so comfortable too.
It was like the most amazing thing in his life that had happened.
Aw.
And I was like, "Yeah." I handed it to him. He's like, "Oh, thank you." Like, he was so happy.
Aw.
And I was like, "Dude, I didn't get the shirt for you. I'm just handing it to you." He's like, "Oh, well, thank you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like,
Man, I really wish I was
So-
there. Damn.
So I hand him the bag, and he like lays down to start to go back to sleep. I'm like, "Hey, man, we got to get out of here. You can't just sleep in here all day." And he was like, "Why?" So me and the nurse get out. He's like, "Hold on a minute." And he just sits there. And I was like, "Are you okay?" And he's just sitting there looking. He's like, "All right, let's go." Like, he's
no memory
No
of this.
thoughts.
Zero.
No thoughts.
Me and
Not
the-
even thoughts. No memory.
I know,
I
but
can't remember this happening.
I wonder what you were thinking.
Me and
though,
the nurse
damn.
get up, and he goes to the nurse. He's like, "Can I give you a hug?" And I was like, the nurse like, "Sure." And she gives him a hug, and then we she like puts his arm around her neck, and I'm like, "Do you want me to get his other side?" And she's like, "No, just get doors for me." And I was like, "Okay." So I'm pulling him out, like, open doors. She's walking him and everything. And he just he stops. He's like, "Where's the doctor at? I want to tell him I love him." And she was like, "He's in another surgery right now." And he's like, "Oh, I'm sad." And I'm like, "It's okay, Charlie. You'll see him again." And he's like, "Yeah, but then I'll I'll get to see him today," or something like that.
Aw.
So we get him in the car, and he's like sits down, and he's just like looking around, like taking in everything. And like I hand him the bag again. He goes like, "Oh, this is a shirt." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." It's
You
your
can't
shirt.
just sleep here all day, says the man who was going to take a homeless nap in a lobby.
Hey, I was waiting. It was a nice lobby.
Anyway.
So he loses his shit over the shirt again. He's like, "Oh my God." It's
So
the
I
shirt."
sort of remember the in the car getting excited about the
Yes.
shirt.
Oh,
I
he
remember
was so
seeing-
happy.
I
And then he was like, "Can I put this on right now?" And I'm like, "No."
We're not tackling that situation.
Yeah, because like you could barely walk. And we get him in the car, and then I go into my side of the car, and he's like, "I'm gonna call him and tell him I love him." And I'm like, "Dude, he's in surgery. He's not gonna answer." And he's already got his phone out. He was so fast and was like dialing it up. And the receptionist like answers, and she's like, "Hello." And he's like, "Hello."
Oh my God! Why did you
'Cause
let
she's
him
like,
fucking do
she's
that?
like, "Blah blah blah office. This is the whatever her name is. Like, how can I help you?" And he's like, "Hey, will you tell Doctor what's his name?
Pirelli.
Dr. Pirelli that I love him. Like, I love him. He did such a good job." And she's like, "I'll tell him." And he's like, "I love you too." And then she's like, "Bye, I love you." She said it back, and he hung up.
Oh shit!
So hold on, let me tell my
I'm gonna
story
stop
up
right
till
there,
here. Yeah.
yeah.
So what an amazing group of individuals. Hello, Bubba. You're an amazing individual.
Yeah, you're an amazing group of individuals.
My memory is I remember waking up in the chair for like a second, and I remember like my leg, like I remember my right leg being off the chair, and my left leg like falling off the left side, and me like picking it up over, and
I
like
saw
sitting.
that happen too.
Yeah, and like I remember sitting there, and I was like, okay. And then next thing I know, like, boom, snap to outside. I'm outside. I give the lady a hug. I remember the hug. I remember being like, thank you, and then getting in the car. Next thing I remember, I'm looking down at my phone, and the other lady saying, I love you.
Oh my god.
So he filled in the gaps for me.
Wow.
But I remember saying and hearing back, and I love you. I didn't remember calling because I was trying to tell Pirelli, but I totally believe it.
Oh my god.
And after that, Creighton.
So we're in the car and we're driving, and he's just like looking around, taking it all in. And like we start going down the road, and he's like, "Wow." And I'm like, "Hey man, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah." It was like, he's like, "I'm good. How are you?" Like, and like she was like, "Don't let him go to sleep with the gauze in his mouth 'cause he'll
Yeah.
choke on it." And
Yeah.
his ass is over there doing this, like.
well, he
like-
sleeps.
Yeah,
in
like it was
general.
like him normally. I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey man, don't go to sleep. Like I know you like to sleep in cars."
I do remember him telling me not to, and me going like, and then just sleep, like
Yeah.
purposely,
Oh,
like going
shit,
against him
yeah.
and sleeping.
Yeah,
Like
and
I remember doing it because he was telling me not to.
Yeah, he was being such a dick about it. And I kept snapping at him and like waking him up, and he was getting so annoyed. And I was like, "Dude, don't go to sleep. She said not to go to sleep with gauze in your mouth." He was like, "I'm good, man. I'm good." I'm like, "No, you're not."
The gauze are in the front of my mouth.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
leaning
what he
forward.
kept saying. Like he
They're
kept
not gonna
going,
fall back.
When did you call me?
Uh,
this situation?
I don't remember. Were we in the car when I called you?
Yes.
It could have been at any time. We had to go by my house for something, and we stopped at my house, and I got this card, and I was talking to Tink for a while, like not on purpose. She just kept talking to me, and I was like ready to, like, I love Tink to death, but we were talking, and I look over, and he's just in the car, like
Oh
looking
God.
at everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, Charlie's over there." And he like saw us looking at him, and he turned and did like this, and he had that big ass like, that thing that what's it called where you got the ice packs wrapped around.
Right here, I have it.
Yeah, there it is. He's getting all prepped.
Yes.
He had that thing like tied up around his head.
I had this fucking tube sock wrapped around. You can see the dried blood.
Oh Lord.
I had this thing. It was like wrapped around my head, like this. That's what it looked like, basically.
Anyways, we
Anyways.
leave my house, and I took a turn, and then I took another turn, and like all of a sudden Charlie just starts throwing up. Oh, I got him a Frosty. That's what I got him a Frosty before this, 'cause he was like, "I want ice cream." Like so
That's
bad.
probably when you called me.
And he threw up the Frosty, and I was
Aw.
like, "It's okay." Like he kept saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry," and I'm like, "Dude, it's fine. Like I can get it out." And so I got it cleaned up, got him cleaned up, and then 'cause I pulled over to the side of the road to make sure he was good, and like
Yeah.
got the
I
mess
felt
kinda mostly
so
clean.
bad.
Yeah, he felt so bad.
I was like
Aw.
trying to clean it up with all the
Yeah,
napkins.
and he was
shit.
not doing a good job 'cause he was fucked up. Like he was just
Yeah.
dropping shit, and he was like.
I remember the throwing up very vividly.
And I
I
got
felt really bad.
I got him cleaned up and got the car cleaned up, and we started back driving again, and we got him home, and I got him in here, and like I set him up on the couch, and he just like laid there like looking for a while, and I was like, "Hey man, like you can go to sleep as long as you take your gauze out, and I'll go get your medicine and stuff for you." And he was like, "Okay." So I went, got his medicine, came back, gave him. I don't think I gave him any yet 'cause they said not to take it till 3.
Yeah.
And then I laid down on the couch opposite of him and just passed the fuck out. 'Cause I hadn't slept that much the night before, and I got up at like 8 in the morning.
The fact that Charlie was left in an extremely inebriated state in the sole whole ass care of just Creighton and survived is an actual miracle someone called the Catholic Church.
But I stayed with him for a long time because I was worried that he was going to throw up in his sleep. You know what I mean? And I didn't want him to choke or anything. So I went to sleep next to him. He passed out. And, like, I think we woke up at, like, 2 or so. Like, I got up to use the bathroom, and I came back, and, like, he was already, like, awake, like, looking around. And I was like, "Hey, man, are you good? Do you need anything?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Are you, like, cognitive now?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, okay, he's not good."
He's not.
He's in a rough place.
Aw.
And then Mike like came out. Mike messaged me. He was like, "Hey, are you here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Can you meet me outside?" And I went outside and we started talking about stuff with the boat. And I was like, "Hey man, Charlie's in there. Will you make sure he doesn't like die? 'Cause I have to leave here soon." And he was like, "Yeah, I got it." And I left. Not too.
and
long
I didn't
after.
see him for 2 days. Mike.
Damn.
I mean, to be fair, Mike did get sick like right after that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
shit.
really Mike got really bad sick as well.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a rough week for everybody.
Well,
Because I came,
it wasn't over at that point.
not for you. For me, it
yeah.
was done, and I went and did my thing. But
So-
you tell your side of it.
So, the first day, once I did actually wake up around 5 or 6 p.m. that night, I was actually pretty good. I was like walking around already. I had a lot of energy. Like, I was feeling good.
He's also hopped up on pain medicine.
I was also hopped up on pain medicine, which, I mean, you say that like it was good pain medicine. It was just ibuprofen. Like,
It was, but wasn't there like something else too? Like
I
was
never took
stronger?
anything else.
Oh, you never took the other stuff?
I never took it. I
Oh,
still have all
really?
of my hydrocodone.
Damn.
I never took any of it. I only ever took the ibuprofen. Anyway, I was up and moving around. Woke up on Saturday. Was up and moving around like the whole first half of the day. I took a nap at like 3 or 4 o'clock on Saturday p.m. like in the p.m. When I woke up at like 6 or 7, I was fucked up. I was like fatigued and in like super sore pain. Like I was having a bad fucking time. I have a bad time Sunday, have a bad time Monday. I'm just weak. I'm sore. I feel like shit. Monday night, I'm outside and I'm walking up and down the driveway on the phone. I'm just like having a phone call and I'm trying to like just walk around and get like move some. Want to make some money? What? Anyway, I'm on the phone and I smell. This is gonna sound gross, but I know no other way to describe this. I smell like what smells to me like dead frogs, like what a dead frog smells like when it like dies and is decaying. You like smell that like dead decaying flesh. And I only know that smell 'cause we live here and there's fucking a million frogs, and so like I know what that smells like.
Yeah.
So I smell it. I'm like, oh, this is gross. I hang up the phone. I go inside and I smell it in here. And I was like, fuck, did Delta bring like a dead frog in my room? I go upstairs. I smell it upstairs. I go all the way upstairs to the 3rd floor. I smell it there. I'm like, okay, what the fuck's happening? I blow my nose, and I like smell it in my nose.
Oh my god.
Like I smell the smell very thick, like in my, you know what I mean? So, I blow my nose a couple times. It sort of goes away, and it was never like super duper strong that day. I go to bed that night. I wake up on Tuesday. In the morning, I'm kind of okay. Around 3 or 4, I start smelling it really bad, and I start tasting it in my mouth. Like this gross,
Oh.
decaying, like dead smell. And I don't, like, there are buzzwords I would use that I'm not going to 'cause they are disgusting and will make us all vomit. Anyway, I don't know what's wrong. I try to go to bed that night. I lay down at like 10 p.m. to go to bed. I never fall asleep. I lay there until 8 in the morning, just like dying. Like every 20 minutes I'm up, throwing up, fucking blowing my nose, fucking like puking, just constantly for like 10 hours, trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong. I wait until 8 a.m. I call my fucking dentist immediately. As soon as they open, I'm like, hey, can I come in and see what the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah.
I have to go back up to Waxhaw to the place I got the surgery 'cause the place here in town said you need to go to the place that did the surgery 'cause they'll be able to know exactly what might have went wrong. So we go up there.
It's the dentist.
Yeah, it's the dentist. They're mad at me. I go up there and fucking expecting to hear horrible shit. Expecting it's dry socket, it's this, it's that, not knowing what the fuck it could be. 'Cause like I'd heard that if you had dry socket, it hurt really bad. Like, you know, it would hurt really, like it would be like a pain, like a sharp pain, and it would like be gross and nasty and shit. But all it was for me was just gross and nasty. If anything, the soreness had kind of gone away. The only soreness that was bad was all the blood rushing to my head from like sneezing all the time, blowing my nose, puking, coughing, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of making the spots where the teeth were really sore, like more sore than they had been. But other than that, I was good. And wait, bumper. So he comes in. I told the nurse what was up, what I thought might be happening. She said there's probably food stuck in like a tooth in a root of your teeth.
Oh,
Like they got down in there. So Pirelli comes in there. He's got a syringe with I don't have any out here right now, with the mouthwash that he prescribed me.
The solution.
And he goes in there and he's like, whoa. And I was like, what? He was like, this is healing really good. Like, this is healing better than it should be healing.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost done healing.
Wow.
And I was like, fucking A, what do you think the smell is? He's like, well, you've got a scab in the back of your mouth. I was like, where? He said, have you seen that white thing? I said, I thought that was like a bone or like a piece of tooth. He's like, scabs in the mouth are white.
Wow.
'Cause if you think about it, when you have a scab like on your arm, like say you like, you know, fucking cut yourself and there's like a little scab that builds, like it's dry and it's in the weather. Like a scab in your mouth is constantly wet and it's going to be constantly oozing.
Ugh.
He said basically what was happening was I was healing so fast that the skin that wasn't healed yet, that was dying and decaying, had not fallen out, and that I just had to kind of deal with that shit.
Oh my gosh.
And under that skin, it was like a scab with like, sorry everybody for the gross words and shit, but like this pussy residue shit just seeping out of it constantly.
It smelled like dead frogs.
And it smelled like dead frogs. Now, luckily, he gave me an antibiotic. He gave me amoxicillin. That shit was a lifesaver. It made me very fatigued, and it made me sweat very easily.
Yeah.
And it gave me a really bad headache. And I would do it every day for the rest of my life if I didn't have to smell that shit, 'cause I couldn't sleep. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah, that's bad.
And I took it that day, took it the next day. I took it right when the podcast started. I've been taking it, and I'm going to take it till it runs out just to make sure this shit is healed.
That's what they usually tell you to do.
But overall, I got home that day and tasted it in my mouth and smelled it in my nose. I sat in here. I took the first one as soon as I got it. Sat here, watched a couple YouTube videos, and was like, I need to go try and get some sleep. I still haven't slept. At that time, it had been like 20-plus hours since I slept. So I go upstairs. I'm on the stairs. I inhale through my nose, and I smell it. I'm like, ugh. I get upstairs. I go to the bathroom. I'm sitting in the bathroom. I inhale through my nose. I smell it. I'm like, oh, Jesus. I get to my room. I lay down on my bed. I inhale through my nose, and it's gone. And I was like, what? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I went,
Just making sure.
just making sure to see if it was too good to be true. And I was like, I can't smell it. And I was like, and I just fucking knocked the fuck out. I was like, I'm gonna get this sleep as quick as I can. And I fell asleep. I slept like 4 or 5 hours. It was the best 4 or 5 hours sleep I'd ever had in my life. I got up and I was still tasting it pretty bad, which was annoying. And I would smell it every once in a while, like a little bit. But pretty quick, like inside of a day, the smell was totally gone.
Good.
And that was fucking
That's good.
magical. That day of, it was like that Tuesday was that night, that 10 hours I just laid there trying to sleep. I for real thought like this might be necrosis. Like if this is necrosis and it's in my head, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. Like I'm gonna die inside of a week. I was like thinking about a will. Like I was like, how fast could I get a will made? And how fast could I divvy all my shit between my friends and family? Like who gets what? Like I was sitting there thinking like,
Wow.
Yeah.
okay, so my money, I'm just splitting my money between my dad, my brother, and my sister. Who gets my computer? I'll probably give my computer to Mike. Creighton can have my fucking couches. like I was just sitting there thinking of like none of that exactly how I said it, but like I was thinking in my head like who gets what? How do I divvy this shit up? Who gets my nerd shit? Who gets my tech? Who gets my fucking Pokemon cards? You know what I mean? Like who gets like what out of me dying? But I like legit sat there and like there was a long time where I was sitting there thinking like, what do I do? Like how do I make sure everything's cool if I do die tomorrow? Because I thought I was dying. I thought I was gonna be dead. It was the worst day of my life. I've had some rough days medically in my life. Like I've had days where I was like, one day I was choking. I had like a swollen esophagus from like food poisoning, and I was eating chicken or something, I can't remember, and I had to go to the hospital, and it was like a scene out of the fucking Exorcist. I had so little oxygen by the time I got to the hospital that was making its way through my airway that like I was legit like fucking like convulsing on the bed, like jumping up and down, like for real, like Exorcist shit. It sounds funny, and like it probably would look funny, but it was funny, but it wasn't funny. And like they never were able to fix it. The only reason I like live through that day was because my body convulsing that hard finally pushed whatever it was through my throat and
Wait, so
and
what
made
did
it
you
down.
get choke on?
It was like a piece of chicken or steak or something. Like we were just eating, and I started choking, and it was like sometimes you just don't chew fast,
Yeah.
or you chew too fast rather. I thought maybe it was just that, but they were like, "No, dude, you're like you couldn't have fit like you. I wouldn't have been able to fit like a fucking gusher down my throat. Like they said, it was very swollen."
Wow.
God
Damn,
damn,
who's calling?
it's my
you?
dad.
Yeah.
I am recording. Hold on. Let me tell him.
Damn, though, that's fucking wild. Like I
Yeah.
could, you gotta not swallow so much at once, Charlie.
I didn't. That's what I just said. Pay attention. You don't pay attention to any stories.
Well, no, I said it. I paid attention. I just said it for the joke. Or chew
Call
better.
after.
Damn. We had a wild week though. While we were all down, me and Charlie watched a lot of shit, and Amanda watched one thing with us.
Excuse me.
Like we both finished Stranger Things. We both watched Top Gun, and we both saw Jurassic World. And Amanda saw Top Gun with us. With to Ashley.
Top Gun
That's what I
was
said.
fucking
It was so good.
awesome. That I didn't expect it to be such a good theater experience, and I don't mean like seeing it on the big screen. I mean seeing it with other people.
Yeah,
Seeing it with other people was,
it was
like
great.
it was like an
fantastic.
event movie. It was like a
Yeah,
really good
yeah.
event situation.
What
movie.
it reminded me of is like when Endgame came out. Like in
Dude, Creighton.
yeah.
We didn't talk about this. Like we literally never did. I meant to after the movie when he's like, spoiler alerts.
The
Sort of.
window thing?
The window thing.
Yes.
Dude,
oh
we
my
all
God.
thought he just fucking hit the ground when he threw his
So-
jacket on the floor.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's this part where he's climbing out a window
Yeah.
and he drops his jacket down. But the way it's cut, it just cuts to the jacket just falling on
And
the
like
ground.
we were like, oh, he died. Like
I
he
thought-
like
it.
crumpled. The jacket
I-
like crumpled against the ground.
I thought
Me
he-
too. You, me, Josh. Like we all sat there like ah.
And it was kind of funny, but
And like no one in the theater thought it was as funny as we did. Like we were the
Oh.
only four. And then something funny happens right after, and everyone else laughed.
oh yeah.
But like it was, it was fucking hilarious.
Dude, that was such a good movie.
It
I-
really-
I'm
it really was
surprised,
so good.
Val Kilmer was in it.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
I feel bad for
I got that
The
spoiled for me though. Somebody told me that Val Kilmer was in it.
my dad. Spoiled the movie pretty bad
They did.
for me. Yeah,
Like before you went to go see
he
it?
told me. I can't say. What he
Okay,
told me.
anybody that wants to watch Top Gun, like, and doesn't want spoilers, cut out like
It's no
right
big deal.
now.
He's
no,
look,
I
he
want to
spoiled-
know.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you without telling you.
Okay.
He spoiled like the. He spoiled the big thing that happens. He spoils what the plan is,
Hmm.
and then he spoiled the thing that happened to the character. That happens too.
Oh, I think I know what you're trying to
Okay.
say.
If anything, I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
But yeah, he spoiled a couple big things.
Yeah.
Luckily, in the grand scheme of the movie, it was not that big a deal.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, neither one of those are like huge like
Yeah.
plot. Because like the thing is, like as fun and as interesting as those things are, like they don't really serve a purpose outside of like to get things from one place to another. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Even the thing that happens to the person that you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. It was so
but,
good. And then Jurassic World Dominion,
I thought it was fucking
I thought
amazing.
was fucking awesome. But
We're
apparently,
the only ones.
so no, I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes earlier.
The audience score is fantastic.
The audience score is like, yeah, it's like an 80. Like people like the audience likes it. The fucking critics don't like it very much.
Dude, I was watching people review that movie, and like, there's this one guy I watched review it, and he was like, "If you like this movie, you're part of the fucking problem. This
Yeah,
is why we're
like-
getting shit like this." And I was like, "Shit like what? It's
It's
not bad.
Goodwill
Yeah.
Hunting. It's not meant to be
Yeah.
the goddamn Interstellar. Like it's a
Yeah.
fucking dinosaur movie.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand.
you want your King Kong to be a good movie, or you want it to be a King Kong movie?
Yeah.
Like-
I feel like that's a different argument, but I think that for what it is, it's a good movie. 'Cause
Yeah.
the thing about it is, we're not gonna get Jurassic Park again. You know what I mean? We're not gonna get something like that.
You mean the first one?
Yeah.
We're
like,
not gonna get that.
We're not
movie.
gonna get the very first one from 1993.
which is like
again.
this cultural scientific phenomenon of a movie. Like
Yeah.
it's not just a good movie; it's a good movie.
It's a good movie with weight to it. You know
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
it like especially for the time it came out. Like it was this thing.
Dude, and and I feel like people keep looking at these movies like the next, step.
Yeah, like they think it's going to be
And
the next great movie. It's like none of them were ever meant to be good after that one.
The thing about it is, like, I feel like they can make a good Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movie, but it's never going to be the same as that first one. And I feel like a lot of people go in there expecting, because it's got Alan Grant, because it's got Ellie, or is it Ellie or whatever her name
yeah,
is,
Ellie
because it's
Sattler.
got Jeff Goldblum, like it's going to
Ian.
be the exact same thing, and it's not. And granted, I get what they're saying, like it's just another park all over again.
Yeah.
And I get that, but the thing about it is, I didn't notice that till after the movie. You know
Didn't
what I mean?
notice what?
That it's just another park again. You know
What do
I
you mean park?
Like in terms of like, yeah, like dinosaurs are in the world, but we're going to this place where they're keeping like the dangerous ones, and then something goes wrong at that facility and everybody escapes and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like it's pretty much like Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, the first one, where they're just trying to escape a place that has these things at it. And I'm like, yeah, but like I didn't even notice that until somebody pointed it out to me. You know what I mean? Like if it takes that, I feel like then the movie does a good job of being entertaining, because
They had to engineer a bad thing happening in the world so that they could make the characters meeting make sense. Like the fact that the
Yeah.
locust, look, total spoiler alert, because
yeah,
we're just gonna
we're just gonna spoil the shit out of it.
Yeah, we're spoiling the shit out of this one. The big problem that like half the characters are trying to solve is that there are locusts, like genetically engineered, that are like going
They're
to destroy.
giant. They're huge.
They're like the size of fucking cats,
Yeah.
and they're gonna eat all the world's food supply except
Biosim stuff.
Biosyn, which is like the new company that has the dinosaurs and
Yeah.
shit. And so Ellie, Laura Dern, goes to Sam Neill and is like, "Hey man, there's giant locusts now." And he's like, "Shit, here we go again." And has to go help her infiltrate Biosyn and
With the
get a
help of
sample
Ian.
with the help of Ian. So that band gets back together, and the plan is to go there, connect Biosyn to the locust outbreak,
And then out them to the media.
and out them to the media. Meanwhile, fucking Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard's characters are living in the woods with the little clone girl from the second movie, the second Jurassic World, and they're trying to keep her out of like the public eye because the world is looking for her because she's a clone, just like the dinosaurs.
And they want to like study her.
And they want to study her and use her to fucking fix shit and blah blah blah.
And then it gets revealed that her mother basically cured her of all diseases.
Yeah, her mother was like this genetic mastermind wizard person that died a long time ago and blah, 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 blah. And a lot of it is stupid.
A lot, yeah, no, but it's done well.
It's done well. Like, the characters are good. Like,
It's silly, but it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where, like, I feel like, me personally, like, I would have enjoyed it if it was either in a show or if it was a two-parter. I feel like I would have enjoyed it more. But I liked it as it is, too, you know?
yeah. It was awesome. I liked it. It was fun. But,
'Cause,
like,
like-
look, I'm very easy to please with my dinosaur movie. Give me,
Yeah.
give me like somewhat good acting. Make their storylines make sense to like who the characters they are playing are in the past, and everything works. Like, look, fucking Ian is a sleazy old man, just like he was a sleazy young man. He's still trying to hit on the young women, even though he's an old man. Like, you know, like the in their 30s women. He's like, I might be 60, but hey, let's try this out. He's like, he's quippy, he's funny. Alan Grant is still a gangster. He's still a straight up legend.
Is that a dinosaur on your back?
Yeah, fucking Chris Pratt's still a stud.
Like, I will say this. It did feel like Chris Pratt kind of, like, slept through the role. But, like, I don't mean that in a, like, he's a great actor. But it just felt like, I don't know. He was either off his game or it's like you said, he's been doing a lot and he's just tired. Because we were watching it, and even Mike was like, yeah, he just seems sleepy. Because, like, there's this one part where the girl gets kidnapped, and him and Bryce Dallas Howard are trying to do this whole mom-dad, like, adoptive family thing. And then she gets kidnapped, and it's basically like he reacts like, oh, no, we gotta go save her. And I don't.
And then
think
he's like, "We gotta save the baby raptor."
well, yeah, and like even the baby raptor stuff is it feels like there's more energy there, but it still feels just like, God, can we fucking be over with this? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, the biggest MacGuffin plot of the movie is the baby raptor being taken.
And
Because you barely even see, like, you
oh
barely.
yeah, it's
nothing
like
happens.
such a nothing thing.
It's
you know?
such a nothing
like it could
phase of the movie.
if you took out the baby raptor
nothing
altogether,
changes.
nothing changes.
Nothing in the movie. They could have written
And-
the dialogue in a way where nothing changes.
And really, Chris Pratt, like you were talking about this, he really didn't have a lot to do in the movie. And I feel
I
like
don't know. The big action set piece in fucking wherever it was pretty.
oh
gangster.
yeah, no, that was in Venice, wasn't it, or something like that? It was somewhere in Italy, like somewhere in Europe or something like that. Anyways, I like that part. I like the way they integrate dinosaurs into the real world, like 'cause it feels very natural and very. I mean, it's unnatural, but it feels very like the next step for the series. And if I had to say anything, I would say, or two things. Chris Pratt, I feel like slept through the role a little bit, and I feel like that the movie should have done more with the dinosaurs in the real world. But it's still a good movie to me.
I think the
And they have
dinosaurs in
room
the
to
real
do more
world.
stuff.
I think the dinosaurs in the real world thing was whatever. I think they should have just had a better reason for the movie happening. Like the locust thing was stupid. The locust shit was dumb. It was like, give me more dinosaur.
Yeah.
I don't care about.
I
this.
feel like they should have been like, well, now dinosaurs are in the world, so what the fuck are we gonna do, you know? And then somehow something happens. But I'm glad it wasn't the Indominus Rex again or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because we had that twice, just a small one and a big one.
Yeah, and then they also very much MacGuffin the big giant T-Rex thing, like the biggest carnivore that was ever walked the earth.
yeah. and
It was
had
not
those,
a big deal. Like it
Yeah.
attacks them once,
And then it
they-
attacks.
then it attacks them at the end, and the big
And the
dinosaur
T-Rex
fight at the
fight.
end is crazy and
Yeah.
awesome.
That was
and
a good fight.
that was a cool fight.
I feel like it's still not as good as the one
No,
from
the
Jurassic
World
yeah.
final fight is probably the coolest final fight in the
Jurassic
whole
World
series.
is like the very first Jurassic World is probably as good as it's gonna get because
Yeah.
that movie is so good and it timed it perfectly.
Like none of them will ever be as good as Jurassic Park.
but
if
that one's
any-
pretty damn.
If any
close.
of them are even as close in any way, it was Jurassic World. The first Jurassic World is I think in this order of best movie, it goes Jurassic Park 1, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park 3 and 2, or 2 then 3. It's like those two are kind of really it's Jurassic Park 1 is the best, Jurassic World is the second best, and then 3 and 4 are either Jurassic Park 3 and 2 or 2 and 3. Like you pick an order.
yeah.
And then 5 and 6 are Jurassic World 2 and Jurassic World Dominion. Like really, I think Jurassic World Dominion.
Dominion at the
I
bottom?
think Dominion is 5 and the other one is 6.
See, I would have put Dominion higher. I would have done Jurassic Park, Jurassic
Maybe.
World.
I mean, I guess Dominion maybe
Dominion.
could be like 4 and Jurassic Park 2.
Dominion's number 3 for me.
Really?
Like, yeah, 'cause I would do Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Dominion,
Jurassic
World,
Park 3.
Jurassic Park Part 3.
3
Jurassic
has
Park
a
Part
special
2,
place in my heart.
and then Jurassic World 2. 'Cause Jurassic World 2 is okay.
It's definitely the weakest
It's
of all of them.
yeah, like it
to me.
feels even compared to the Lost World, it's like
Lost World isn't that bad.
Lost World isn't that
It's a
bad,
fun
but
movie.
it's just I don't really enjoy Lost World that much. I think it's 'cause that dude Vince Vaughn is in it. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong.
I love him in that
Look,
movie.
I love Vince Vaughn. I love him in a lot of stuff. I think it's 'cause of the other stuff that I don't like him in this movie. 'Cause I keep looking at him like, this isn't Vince Vaughn. This isn't who he normally plays.
What's
I
that?
am uncomfortable.
He's an
But
actor.
granted, I saw and I understand that. I get that. It's not a problem with him. It's not a problem with the movie. It's a me thing. Like it's nobody's fault but my own, because I've seen other stuff with him in it, and I'm like, it's my fault for seeing that stuff first before watching The Lost World,
That's
because
not
like all I think is like, man,
you should just go into. You should stop thinking certain actors are going to be doing certain things. Like
well,
look
yeah,
at look
no,
at Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
The guy's a straight up character actor now. Like he can play anybody.
But God, I'm just like, where's Owen Wilson? What wedding is it? What dinosaur wedding are they crashing? Could you imagine though? They're like, all right, we're gonna crash this dinosaur wedding.
Owen Wilson's just like a scout, and he's like, wow, and then gets eaten.
like the T-Rex is marrying what's his name?
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking Ian Malcolm.
not. That's just dumb.
Yes.
It's
No,
just stupid.
you act like that man wouldn't fuck a dinosaur. Look at him.
He
Look at
wouldn't.
a picture of him.
No, I think
like,
after getting
with his
chased,
chest out.
I think after getting chased, he'd probably be like, nah, this is bad.
Or he would be even more into it. Like he's like, I could let them chase something else of mine.
Don't think. I think you're wrong.
The
there.
Barbasol can came back.
The Barbasol can did come back. That was crazy. The bad guy in this movie was great.
I found out the bad guy is supposed to be the same character as the one that what's his name is sitting across from in the scene where he hands him the Barbasol can.
What?
Yeah, I found out apparently
No
that's the same
way.
character. Apparently.
Hold
it's not
on.
the same actor because the actor that played that guy is in jail.
What?
Yeah. Apparently. I don't know how true that is. I read it. I did not confirm.
Hold on. We're about to figure some shit out real quick. It's time to internet detective this shit. Okay, we're doing the cast.
He's sitting next to what's his name from Newman from
Yeah.
like at the scene where they're on the beach or whatever. He's like, here, take this Barbasol can and steal the DNA. Amanda looks so interested.
Wayne. What?
Wayne. Amanda looks so interested.
She does seem pretty interested in this.
Yeah, she's like, fuck you guys. I'm ready to get out of here.
Very
Fucking
interested.
call the podcast
So that's
already.
Gennaro. That's Hammond. That's Muldoon.
Muldoon.
Jerry Mullen.
Muldoon with your shit.
Lex.
Luther?
No. Wayne Knight as Nedry. What was the guy's name?
I don't remember.
Was it
Dude,
Ristagno?
I like look. So the bad guy in Dominion is so goofy. Like, no, he like the thing is he's an idiot.
Yeah, he's really just a billionaire who has a bunch of money and is like, I'll throw money at all these problems. But otherwise, he's like, he has no idea what's happening.
He has no idea what's happening.
Every
or how to
time
fix
something
it.
bad, dude, when he steps out into the tunnel and the smoke thing goes off, and it scares him, it scared all of us. We were all like, "Ah, shit," and it's nothing. And then he goes, "Stop it." He kept saying like "stop it"
Dude,
to
when
things
he-
that couldn't. It was like the most relatable character of the movie was the dumb idiot bad guy,
Yes.
because like some dumb thing that. Can you stop?
Huh?
What is that? What are you doing over there?
Make the pen work.
And then it's his fault that the fucking place burned down. 'Cause
Yeah.
he sets the locusts on fire. He's a real dumbass.
It was so silly. Like he really did like the funny thing is like nothing bad had to happen to the good guys for him to fail. Like there's always like a thing that goes wrong for kind of everybody, but he really just did everything wrong.
Yeah.
And like it all backfired on him.
He was having a
Everybody
bad
else,
day.
everything good happens to everybody else.
Oh, and what's his name was a fucking G, the one that like he was like his protege or
Oh,
whatever.
the black dude, yeah, the young
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
What's his name?
Fuck, I can't remember his name.
It's K
it was-
something.
No, shit. Let me look it up. It's a cool name. He's got a
Yeah.
he's got an interesting name.
Khaleesi.
No.
Khaleesi?
Jurassic World Dominion. IMDb. Oh, there it is. No, not that one. God damn it. You tricked me. There it is. Okay. His name was Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Ramsey Cole.
Nathan's
Played by-
here. He said no.
What? No what? What are you knowing? Let us
Yeah.
like our movie, Nathan.
Yeah.
Stop attacking us. We've admitted that it's bad, but we love it, and we don't care what anyone says.
Oh yeah.
It's not-
Ramsey. Yes, I love Ramsey.
No Fortnite?
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Are you talking? You're talking
Yeah,
to
he's
Lisa
talking
and Bump?
Lisa, yeah.
Well, they're already gone, dude. You lost them.
Yeah, dude, they left a long time ago.
Oh wait, no, they're not.
Oh, they're still here. Oh,
no,
fuck.
no. I mean,
they must
they're
have us in the background.
no, and also no Jurassic World. No, I meant I see them now. I see where they're hiding.
Thanks for reminding me. Anyway, Ramsey.
Fuck you, Nathan. It's
Ramsey was
amazing.
fucking amazing.
Ramsey was amazing. Really
Ramsey
awesome.
should have been the
Everyone
bad
was awesome.
guy. I feel like Ramsey would have been like a fucking killer bad guy. Like he would have been threatening.
Louis Dodd.
Wait, did you ever figure out if I was right about the thingy?
Yeah, that's him.
It is him for
Yep.
real. Nice.
Campbell Scott played him.
And now he's in jail, right?
Well, no, Campbell Scott played the new one.
Oh, okay.
The old one was I couldn't figure out. I was going to Dominion to find out the guy's name. So now that we're back here,
What is his name?
Cameron Thor was the original guy. And what happened to Cameron Thor? What?
Wait, so what's his character's name though?
Dogson.
Dogson?
Cameron
Ooh.
Thor. What happened to Cameron Thor?
Joe
Cameron
Mama.
Thor is an American convicted sex offender and actor.
Oh.
He is best known for his appearances in the film Jurassic Park and Hook. In 2016, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison for sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl.
Wow.
on,
He
6
was
years?
really a bad guy, huh?
6 years. I felt like it would probably should have been a lot more than
Yeah.
6 years.
Nah, that's a bad joke. I was gonna say something.
What were you gonna say? Say
I
it.
Shouldn't.
Say
I
it.
Should not say
Do it anyway.
I'll type it and send it to you.
Okay, and then I'll say it. Send it. Where is it?
I'm putting in the Discord in mine.
Okay. In mine?
Yeah.
Has she been sucking on your bag? That's what Amanda wrote. Amanda wrote that a while ago, though, not.
Yeah, she like
Oh my God, Brayden.
What was it? Wait.
He
Wait a
said
minute,
he
wait a
said at
minute.
least she'll be 19 when he's out.
That's fucked up.
That's pretty fucked up. Bravo.
God.
That's a good one. Damn. We're going to hell.
Yep.
And I don't think I care. I think it's funny. Oh my God, that is funny. Jesus. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. But that was good.
That's why I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can say that. But anyways.
Well, you got to think. If he was sentenced to 6, it was probably a long, arduous court thing. She'll probably really be like 20, 21.
Well, she's 17 now.
Well, no, I mean, she was 13
Well, no,
when it
she's,
happened, is what I'm saying.
Dude, he should be out by now.
Maybe.
Yeah, 'cause it's 2022.
Yep.
Nah, 2016. Yeah.
Let
Damn.
me double check that on the history here. History, what happened? And then this was updated. When was this updated? Doesn't show when this was updated. God damn it. Wikipedia. Child sexual assault conviction. That was in 2014. He was charged in 2014. He was released on $2.6 million bail. Damn. It later reduced to $1 million. The Los Angeles District Attorney's Office filed 14 counts against Thor. Damn, what a name. Including kidnapping and sexual assault against a minor, specifically a 13-year-old girl.
Kidnapping?
Apparently. Specifically a 13-year-old girl who sought acting lessons around 2009. Damn, that's how he got him. The district attorney alleges that Thor gave the girl a controlled substance, marijuana, and sexually assaulted her. Thor pleaded not guilty to all 14 counts. Damn, he really went for it, didn't he? The victim, Jordan Liddell, named herself in an interview with Hollywood Reporter shortly before the start of Thor's trial. Thor's trial began on August 17th, 2015. At that time, 13 of the charges against him had been dropped in recent weeks. The only remaining charge was performing a lewd act on a child. The jury began deliberations after the trial ended on August 25th. The next day, he was found guilty in October. Thor's sentencing was postponed until November 20th. The same month, Thor hired defense attorney Mark Garagos to replace his previous lawyer. On November 20th, Thor's sentencing was postponed again until January 8th, 2016. On January 8th, Thor's sentencing was delayed until February 29th.
God damn.
After Garagos filed a motion for a new trial based on insufficient evidence and ineffective assistance of counsel, in March 2016, the judge denied Garagos' request and reaffirmed the guilty verdict. On April 27th, 2016, he was sentenced to 6 years in state prison. So, he would have gotten out like 2 months ago.
Damn.
If all went the way that said. But honestly, if he did good behavior, he probably got out earlier than that.
I bet they would have brought him back too if all that shit didn't happen.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, he's only 60. I mean,
yeah.
it would have been perfect. Let's see what is he in? What was he? He's been in some stuff.
Can you imagine waiting like 6 movies to have like a payoff for your character?
Right, and then you're not able to play the guy.
No, I mean like just in general from a storytelling perspective, 'cause like we haven't seen that Barbasol since Jurassic Park.
So he was in Hook, A Few Good Men. These are just the ones I know about. Like these are in a lot here, but I don't know all of them. He was
Holy
in
shit!
Hook, A Few Good Men, Jurassic Park, Ring of Fire,
we hadn't seen that Barbasol since.
Matlock, Cheers, Star Trek: The Next Generation. Sorry.
We haven't seen that Barbasol can in 29 years.
Yeah, not on screen. Well, I've
Yeah.
got one up in my mirror upstairs, but it's not exactly the same one.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I did my waiting 29 years of it.
It is cool that they brought that back. I hate that they brought it back so quickly and didn't really explain it.
Yeah, no, they just kind of like, yeah, here's the thing, and then if you do your research, that blinking you miss it guy, he's the bad guy of this movie.
It's funny that
And it's been 29 years, and he's not played by the same actor anymore, and barely has the same name. And he's
it's funny to me that that's like their really only loose thread of like, here's why this guy's rich and famous and has all these dinosaurs. Is he actually went and found the can. That's the only thing that makes sense.
He must have got it off the island before the stuff exploded with the shit.
The volcano?
Yeah, with the volcano.
Of course.
Well, no, but I mean, like, my thing is, like, when, though? Because, like...
Well, they went back a few times, and you got to remember, Jurassic World ended up working. So there was, like, a functioning Jurassic, like, World,
they must have went in and found it.
like, park.
Yeah.
So he must have gone in and found it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And he might have had, who knows, he might have had a tracker on that can or something. Who knows? It wouldn't have been, like, the hardest thing in the world to...
I'm surprised they haven't done anything with the big shark thing that's in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, they showed it being homies with the whales at the end.
Yeah.
'Cause symbiosis of nature and shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool, but I was also like, that thing would totally just eat the whales.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. That
Maybe
thing
it's
would get
gonna make
absurd.
whale babies with them.
Sorry. I don't think that's how that works. One's a
It is.
reptile and one's a mammal.
You never know. Nature's mysterious. Life finds a way.
Okay. Well, on that incredibly poetic note, I think we will wrap this one up. We might go live.
Wait, we didn't ask Amanda how she felt about Top Gun.
It was fun.
She told me she felt on edge the whole time.
I really liked it.
It really was a very
loved
edgy,
it,
like,
yeah.
not
Well,
edgy, but like I know what you're saying.
The last 30 minutes, I was fucking like on edge.
Oh,
I was like,
dude.
oh my
The
god.
last
I was
30
like,
minutes, the last 30 minutes, you're just like,
I meant to time it to see if like they kept like the actual like time, you know what I mean? Because they were so like on like par with everything else. You know, I mean not on par, but
Oh,
on
yeah,
it
yeah.
with everything else. Because you said there's like no CGI in that movie, right?
very little. Like the CGI, I think the only real CGI is like when the planes blow up.
yeah.
But like all the shots of the planes flying and doing shit is all real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally.
And even
could
some of the
not-
explosions were probably real.
Yeah, I could not stop talking about it. Like I went to work that next day. I was like, hey guys, I saw
Guess what?
Top Gun.
I want to go see it again.
I know, I
like,
do
you guys
too.
want to go see it right now?
I mean, if anything was open, I'd be down, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna make it anywhere in time.
That's what she
No.
said.
How?
I don't know.
Anyway, on that note, we might be live Wednesday. We might be live like Friday or Saturday. We will. If at the very worst, we'll be live next Monday.
Yeah.
We will continue our streak of Mondays.
Yeah.
But we love you guys. Lisa, if you're still in here listening, thank you. Bumper, Nathaniel, 2% Copenhagen, everybody.
Lightyear's
Kimberly.
coming out next weekend. So we gotta go see that.
We gotta go see that.
And Black Phone, I'm gonna go see at some point.
afraid I'm a
without
bitch. I
you guys
can't go see
because
it.
you guys are little bitches. But I will let you guys know if it's any good.
We love you guys. Have a great week, and we will see you hopefully later this week. And if not, we'll see you on Monday. Good night. I love you guys.
Good
I
night.
love you. These guys are laughing in a Fortnite game. Unfortunate.
Good night, and
Good
may
night.
God have mercy on your soul.